Guys say they want a mature woman. Well, here I am, 40 plus. So why am I still single? Guys say they want a mature.
Ma'am, ma'am. I don't think they're talking about the same mature that you're talking to. They're talking about they want a young woman who is mature in the mind, not an old one, not a woman who has a mature body. Not an old woman is what I'm trying to say. I tried to clean it up. You're just not on the call sheet.
Men don't do it anymore. And I noticed this because they don't walk up to bars and they don't flirt, like at the gym, anywhere. Men don't walk up to anyone anywhere. But they don't even catcall. Like the creepy men who used to catcall don't even do that anymore. Men have gotten like afraid to talk to women. Like, not saying I need a man to catcall me, but a confidence boost every once in a while won't do me any harm.
Do you see the delusion that's going on? Do you see the absolute mind games and emotional manipulation that these women try to play? They scream from the high heavens that they didn't want men talking to them, that they didn't want men looking their way, stop catcalling us, we're not a piece of meat. And now look, because their ego has been so deflated because they thought they were hot shit. Now you realize that you're just another regular girl. You're just another regular girl. You're just another regular girl. All of these accolades and everything that you went after, they're not fulfilling because you want the attention of a man, which most heterosexual women do. And men also want the attention of women, but we're okay if we don't get it. We can clearly see that ladies are not okay not getting that special attention from men. Fellas, hold the line.
So I make a lot of content about relationships and dating and men and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't realize there's actually a large amount of femcells. There's a very quiet, large amount of femcells. I feel like there's a lot of pressure as a woman to kind of put on a performance of I don't care what men think, I want to decenter men, I don't care about them at all. But there's a lot of femcells, well, not even femcells, normal women who want love and connection and romance, who like do want to be noticed by men and aren't. They're struggling for whatever reason. Everybody keeps saying it's so easy to get a boyfriend, but there are a lot of women who are like, no, it's not easy for me. I never get asked out. And this group of women is very, very quiet, and I think that's because of fear of being insulted or peer pressured by other women and be like, you shouldn't care about that, you shouldn't care about that at all. And I do think it's great that there is so much decentering men content out there. I think it's very important. There is so much more to life than men. I also think I feel a lot of compassion because I used to be this way of like, I really like men and they do not like me back and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I don't understand why my friends are desirable and I'm not. That's a real human experience to have, and it doesn't make you a bad feminist person. Just to say, femcells, if you have questions for me, I am here to answer them because I used to be one and I can help you, and it's okay that you desire love and connection and romance. It's just not the end all be all of life.
A lot of women actually want the companionship of a man and actually to be with a man, but they're scared of going against the sister code or the sisterhood because they don't want to be labeled a pick me, and they think they're going to be, I don't know, banished from this unreal place called the sisterhood village. They just don't want any type of backlash. Because let's just be honest, most ladies don't deal well with confrontation, so they try to stay away from it. So they lie and just go along with the get along gang just so they can fit in. But in doing that, you get rid of your options. You do that year after year, and time flies. Once you're out of high school, man, like time flies. So once you do this long enough, either one day you wake up and say this was all just a lie and I don't care anymore, but by that time you're probably a lot older, or you actually start to believe the things that you've been saying and the things about you don't need a man. It's either one of those things. This whole decentering men thing, I'm like, okay, so if you decenter men, I'm not saying that the men should be the only thing that you're focused on, but as a lady, it should be your top priority, unless you actually physically want to work to pay for all of your own stuff for the rest of your life. And there are millionaire women who say, I'm sick of paying for stuff. I want a man to take care of me. There are millionaire women who say that, who aren't in debt, who aren't in anything. They're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want somebody else to do it for me. I want to be taken care of. If you don't want to be taken care of for the rest of your life, think about it. A lot of ladies don't think of the future. You guys think about like this week and next week, and that's as far as your mind takes you. If you want to be taken care of, it would behoove you to center men in your life until you get one. After you get a man and you get that rock on your finger and you know that you're solidified, then go off and do all that other stuff. There's no rule saying that you still can't get a degree or have a job or have any type of anything after you get married. Women act like once I get married, I just can't do anything. Like I'm just on punishment. You make it seem like it's bad, but then you still chase it at the end of the day. Like it doesn't make sense.
We are now in the female loneliness epidemic age. A lot of women live boring lives and are more lonely than you think. You might say, well, they have a lot of guys in their DMs all the time. But most, if not all of those guys in their DMs, they just want to have sex with them. And you might think, well, they tell the girls that they want to marry them and do this and do that. But guys will say anything just to get a bit of coochie, man. And the reason as to why there's a female loneliness epidemic is because of feminism. That scam turned women into the very men they wanted. Focus on yourself, bro. You ain't missing out on nothing. Hit that follow button for more tips.
He's right. Everything he just said is right. Obviously, it's not 100%, but for the most part, in this society that we have right now, he's right. He's absolutely right. And I feel bad for a lot of ladies who are going to just end up struggling and having to work and never being taken care of and have to do this for the rest of their lives. I really feel bad for them. Or the single mothers who have to rely on their sons and daughters to take care of them when they get old. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing to put that burden on your children because you didn't do what was supposed to be done in order to live a successful, happy life where you don't have to rely on your children at the end of your lifetime.
If this makes sense to you, it makes sense. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. It's never gonna fucking be me, okay? When I say that to my friends, they're always like, no, Zenny, you can't downplay yourself. You can't self-sabotage yourself like that. You know, like you gotta think highly of yourself. And it's like, no, bitch, I do think highly of myself, and I'm not downplaying myself. I know who the fuck I am, okay? I'm not one of the baddies. I'm not one of the girlies. I'm not one of those sweet little chicklet little things. No, bitch, I'm a real ass nigga. Okay, and I stand on that shit. The things that I like to put fucking gloves on and hit shit. I like to be loud. I like to have a foul fucking mouth. I like to be adventurous and try fucking new things. I don't like to sit in one fucking spot. I don't like to fucking sit there and just do all pretty shit. And no, I don't give a fuck about none of that extra shit. Okay, and it pisses me off because every single time that I talk to a man, they approach me because I'm subjectively attractive. I'm not fucking ugly, but I'm not overly out of this world. My personality carries for whatever the fuck I look like, okay? I'm outgoing, I'm funny, I'm unique, I'm this and I'm that. And a man will talk to me and they enjoy that, and it's like very like it's an endorphin rush for them for a second, and then they actually like continue to talk to me, and it pisses me off because I show my ass about who I am immediately off rip. There is no surprises when it comes to my fucking core. You don't even have to talk to me to know what kind of girl I am. I am a fucking tomboy. I'm a fucking rock star raging bitch, okay? I'm a cool nigga, right? And it pisses me off because men will know that, but they're like, oh, you know, that's not, who really cares about that? Like, she's still a girl, I can still talk to her, whatever. And they'll talk to me, and over time, they'll low-key get irritated that I don't do certain things, that I don't act a certain way, that I don't fit into certain ways of how a lady should be. I don't fit the idea of what their feminine idea of a fucking lady is, okay? And over time, they'll be like, oh, well, you don't do this, or you don't do that, or you don't do this for me, or you don't do that, and I don't like that this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then it becomes toxic, or they just immediately stop talking to me because I was never their fucking type. The whole point is that I am not your type. It's never going to fucking be me, and I'm okay with that. But it pisses me off that men will come into my life and try to make me that. That's never gonna happen, babe, especially with me. I'm not slow, okay? And I just saw my exes, and I say ex because he told me that I was never deserving for him to ask me to be his girlfriend, because until there was men that didn't message me or didn't follow me or didn't like my pictures on Instagram, until there was a whole 2 months of that, then he'll ask me to be his girlfriend. Nigga, fuck you, go suck a dick. What the fuck, you're gay? I'm sorry, like what? Like,
what this man said, right, it made sense. He's saying, I'm not gonna invest in you or take you seriously if you still have all of these other men that have some type of access to you. How is that crazy? And the fact that she doesn't like, this is what kills me about what women do. The fact that what he said makes sense, but just because she didn't like it, she's gonna try to make him seem like he was crazy. She's gonna say that so this man is gay because he doesn't want other men talking to you. This man is gay because he doesn't want the woman who he wants to take serious. He doesn't want other men to be able to message you or like your pictures or know whatever else is going on. She seems very I don't even know why. I don't even think he wanted to be with her. I think to her point where she's talking about the guys that try to talk to her and want to pursue something with her. Most men in the beginning, they know like, all right, man, yeah, this girl is crazy, so I'm gonna try to get some cheeks and then I'm gone. That's what they were trying to do, and she might not give it up. I'm assuming she I don't know. She just seems like very difficult to be around. She's very difficult to be around. Not very ladylike. Very pretty young lady, but not very ladylike. I can see why she's having issues with it. I always want to know what prompts ladies to make, like, what happened for you to say, let me make this video right quick. But let's wrap up this video. Let's keep it going.
Oh my God. But I say this all because I just saw my ex's new girl, and she's a beautiful girl, but she is a video vixen. She's a model. She is a pale-skinned Hispanic, long, black, luscious, tight titties, tight ass, short, petite, little fucking great girl, okay? With her nails done, her lashes, her lip filler, her makeup, her this, her that. And I absolutely love that. But from the jump with that man, I knew I was never his fucking type. I knew I was never his type. And it pissed me off because it's like, I knew from the jump, but you just wanted to pick me because I'm cool, I'm unique. I'm not the average fucking girl. And
see, like, yo, here it is, man. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Every woman does this. Y'all are not special. You are not as cool and as unique that you think just because you cuss and maybe you talk about aliens, that doesn't mean that you're one of the guys or that you're so unique. You are the same as all these other ladies that are annoying and that talk too much, because you said all of this and you haven't really said anything. You haven't really said anything. You just said that you knew that you weren't this man's type, but yet and still, you still gave him a shot. You still gave him your number. What sense does that make? Knock it off. Knock it off. You are not this cool, unique. Come on, man. The women make it seem like, oh, I'm just so special that he just had to have me. All right. If you say so, what do your results say? If you're so cool and unique, why do you not have a man yet? Why do you still have to go after all, or whatever, man? Let's keep it going.
But during the whole time that we're together, you want me to fit into a category of what your idea of femininity is, okay? And it's just like, I don't understand why you would sit there and waste someone's time over and over and over. And it's not like it was a surprise to him. He knew who the fuck. Everybody knows you, all of you, even just from this video. If this is your first time watching this video, I promise you, this is me at my core, okay? So it's,
if this is her at her core and she's like this every single day, I can see why men just stop. I can see why it doesn't work out. Men don't want this. You have a way better chance at being a lesbian, because men don't want this. How you are right now, it's probably exhausting to talk to you outside of like high conversations where we're just talking about like who shot JFK or the moon landing. Like you're probably exhausting to talk to.
it's like, it's not a fucking surprise. You knew who the fuck I was from the fucking jump, and you got irritated with everything that I did and everything because I just didn't fit into what your idea of what a woman should be, okay? And it was like it's just so funny because over time I get treated terribly by these men because I don't fit into their idea, and that's totally okay, but it's like, leave me the fuck alone, okay? I'm not your average girly, and I'm not going to be. I don't want to be average. I don't want to fit in. I don't want to be a baddie. I'm a real nigga, forever gonna be a real nigga, always a real nigga, okay? And that's something that I think is a beautiful fucking thing, and that's the type of people that I want around me. Those are the type of women that I want around me. I want women around me that are, all my girlfriends are real niggas. They are baddies, but they also are real, okay? And that's what I fucking love. And if anybody sits here and if you ever feel like fucking shit because you feel like you're not fitting into the average girl, or because you know you just feel like you're not overly fucking feminine and this and that, or you feel like you're too much to be super feminine, fuck that. Literally, who gives a flying fuck? Fuck them.
I've said this before on this channel. So many ladies think that they do not have to change for anybody. They think the way I am, I should be this way. And if people don't want to get along with it or whatever, then whatever. They're wrong, because if they can't accept me for who I am, then I don't need them. But if a man said that, if a man was like, listen, this is who I am, I'm not changing for anybody, even if I get a wife, then we would be looked at as if we're crazy. But women are the only ones who can say the way I am, I should not have to change, even if I'm married. I should not have to change to get a man, to get a boyfriend, to get a job. They should just accept me for, because you want to know why they say that? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. They say that because it's too hard for them to change. It takes too much work and too much discipline to change and become a better person. So they say who I am right now is all I need to be. Simply put. But guys, that's it for today's video. If you haven't already done so, hit that like, comment. Also, hit that hype button. Help me out. Hit that hype button. This channel is growing. I really thank you. If you've already done so, thank you very much. If you want another good video, click this one on your top left. If you want a great one, click this one on your top right. And I will see you on another one.